When Stardew Valley made Dinner Dash, I instantly fell in love with this game, and it might just be your new addiction. I remember Pixel Architect, the creator of Chef RPG, mentioning that he was inspired by the Last Night game trailer. He also has a YouTube channel where he breaks down the journey behind the game, which I highly recommend checking it out. I actually knew about this game before it came out because I love following the behind the scenes content. What really stood out to me was how he turned his background in architecture into a strength. His spatial design experience showed in every part of the game, from town layout to tiny props, and it made the world feel intentional and alive. Welcome to Design Decode, where we break down how Chef RPG turned cozy gameplay into controlled chaos. Maps and world building. When I first saw the town hall in trailer, it immediately gave me Ghibli vibes. But once I started playing, the experience reminded me more of Stardew Valley. Structurally, the map is organized into familiar zones: town, forest, mine, but the vibe is completely different. A big part of the difference comes from the pixel resolution. Stardew Valley used larger pixels, which means less detail per object. In Chef RPG, the smaller pixels allow for finer detail, so every rock, wall, and building reads more clearly. It doesn't just look different, but it feels different. The mines have curvier form, the building has more detail, and even the restaurant interior have specific readable layouts that support the game loop. That shift in resolution also affects the characters and props. You can see the detail in clothing, furniture, and kitchen equipment. The sci-fi world building also play a big role right at the beginning. You get to choose whether you're human or android, which affects the starting ability and gameplay perks. I choose android, and that gave me a unique set of buffs and limitations. Each area also has its own color palette that shifts across time and season, something that helps sell the believability of this world. The restaurant loop. Once you've got the ingredients, either by foraging or buying them, you'll need to stock them in your fridge. From there, you can decide what type of restaurant to open, for example, a restaurant, a social house, and a tea house. Each type has its own menu, and choosing the right one affects the benefit for each type. When the restaurant opens, you'll cook each dish based on the selected menu. Recipes are tied to a specific appliance, like a stove, blender, or coffee maker. The first time you make a dish, you play a short mini game to determine your score. After that, the recipe becomes auto-cook. That's where the real management kicks in. You need to estimate how many ingredients to prep, how many staff to hire, and how long to stay open. If you see too many customers without enough staff, people might leave. But if you overstaff, you risk ending the night in the raid. What keeps the loop interesting is how many small variables affect performance. Some staff walk faster, some don't need breaks, but they might get confused about orders. You can reshuffle applicants, prioritize higher level professionals, and unlock perks through staff skill tree. Here are a few tips and tricks that make a big difference. Speed home shortcut. This is my favorite one for the early game. There's a fast travel option that lets you instantly return home. It's especially useful when you're far from home and you need to go back and open the restaurant or to sleep before midnight. If you stay up past 2 a.m., you'll crash and lose energy the next day. Research facility. Once you've unlocked the mine and related skill in the talent tree, you can start collecting materials to build the research facility. This unlocks new recipes and upgrades your existing ones, letting you earn more money per dish. Tea maker. After completing a quest for April, you can unlock tea machine. It's surprisingly important. Staff who drink tea don't need to rest or won't fall asleep mid-shift. Early on, I had both of my staff taking breaks at the same time, which slowed everything down. With tea, your whole team stay energized. The restaurant loop in Chef RPG is tight, satisfying, and endlessly replayable. What I love is that challenge scales with you. You control when the loop starts and ends, so it never feels stressful unless you want it to be. From the large-scale town quest to mid-scale planning for your restaurant to micro-level kitchen mechanics, it all works together to make something really addictive. This has been Design Decode, where we explore how great games are built. Thanks for watching and check out the playlist for more game breakdown.